Hello, Mr. Victor.
Hello, bro.
Yeah, good to see you.
Same here, man.
All right, guys, welcome to Football Inter. I am your host, Dominion Chooks, and we are here to discuss about the next game for the Super Eagles in their World Cup journey. The World Cup playoffs, Super Eagles versus DR Congo, happening on the 16th of November, 2025. Beautiful game of football. Super Eagles were able to see off Gabon in their last game, defeating them 4-1 after extra time. And now they have gone toe-to-toe, and they are going toe-to-toe with DR Congo, who pulled one off against Cameroon also in their last game. And they'll be slugging it out for who will make it to the intercontinental stages to compete and, of course, secure a spot in the 2026 World Cup. What are your thoughts, Mr. Victor?
Okay. It is a game that one will say some Nigerians did not want to meet DR Congo. Because if you check very well between them and Cameroon, you would want to choose Cameroon. Reason because one would say, with all due respect, there is a lot of issues happening with Cameroon football. So you want to capitalize. Now, if we go back to just the last AFCON, you understand that DR Congo, they are a team to reckon with in Africa. No wonder they were fourth in the last AFCON. And guy, they have been doing pretty well for themselves. Now, meeting a Nigerian team at this point in time, one will say the Nigerian team are now better off what they were some months ago. Now, one will also say Nigeria will just beat these guys black and blue. I understand the hopes or the highs from the Nigerian perspective and Nigerian fans out there. But mind you, Congo, they also have the hopes to make things work. I'll go back to history. Before Nigerian football became this nice, mind you, Nigeria was so suffering in football, especially in the early 60s. And guy, Zaire, that is the new Congo, the new DR Congo, was a team so strong in Africa. In the early 60s, they were able to claim their first AFCON. Nigeria no near them there. Then we moved to the 70s, where Nigeria got a victory. But then they also won the AFCON in the 70s. Yes, their names have been metamorphosizing from Zaire to Congo Kinshasa, now DR Congo. I would say when things really turned around for Nigeria against, call it Zaire, call it Congo Kinshasa, was in 1994. When Nigeria met them at the quarterfinals of the AFCON. Nigeria went ahead to win. Nigeria won them and also went ahead to win the AFCON. Now, it now looks like, I would say from the 80s, late 80s till the 90s, the Congo football was just trembling down. But then you don't blame them that much because of the instability, the political instability in Congo. Congo with their population could have made, players that will be reckoned not just in Africa, but the entire world. But it's been unfortunate that the political crisis up to date. Many people don't know that Congo is still battling serious political crisis up to date. But then, they have always been showing up with football. We see their wonders. If you are not watching the CAF, I don't know why you will not be watching CAF Champions League. Because you note that Congo are a formidable side when you come to their teams. We know of TP Matsembe. Now we are talking about Lupopo, St. Eloi Lupopo. Okay. Down to today's game. Let's leave history aside. Follow Football Intel for more history of African football. Let's leave history aside and face the game proper. Nigeria playing the DR Congo of today. If you watch what happened in their last game, okay, let me just a bit, please, guys, just a bit backwards. Nigeria has played 3 games. The last 3 games that Nigeria has played, Nigeria has scored 10 goals. Conceded 2 times. Congo, the last 3 games that they played, they have scored 3 goals only. Yes, it's good to say only 3 goals. But then they've considered none. If I go back a bit, their last 4th match, they played Senegal. They also lost by just a lungo, but then Senegal scored 3 and they scored 2. Before then, they met South Sudan. And yes, one would say they whitewashed South Sudan by 4 goals to 1. All these analyses, why am I bringing these points? Because this is a side that is very, I'll use the word, very disciplined at the back. And let's tell ourselves the truth. As Nigerians or African fans watching the Nigerian team, you note that there's a bit of fear, but then that fear has been, let's say, being helped by the team. There's a bit of fear at the back. Everybody will always say, concentrate, don't be too angry. And we saw, oh God, let's not go there. Fine goalkeeper, Bobo, Chief Bobo, Stanley, Nwabale. But now, we are facing a side that is highly tactical when it comes from the back. And they have the right leadership in the name of Chancellor Mbemba, who has captained the team for many games and also has played more than 100 times. Or, okay, let's say by tomorrow it will be more than 100 times for his team. He was the goal winner, the clash between Cameroon and the DR Congo. Please let me go with what happened in just few seconds. What happened between Cameroon and DR Congo. Cameroon, I would say, played better. But then, you see DR Congo that was well disciplined. Cameroon could have done better though. But then, DR Congo were very disciplined. They waited for their time. Their time came very late into the game and they scored. Mind you, that was also a set-piece goal. So what Nigeria should be looking at for is the DR Congo that will be well disciplined at the back. They will counter you. No matter. Do they have the players to counter you? For me, their midfield, you cannot compare with Nigerian football. So you see, whenever that ball gets to attack, especially Estin Mayele, these are guys that want to push. Their experience. Fisting is 31 years old. Fisting plays in Africa, and you see why is he not just Africa? He played for Iran, the last CAF Champions League. Fisting has played with young Africans of Tanzania. Fisting is tough. Yes, he's not playing in Europe. Guy, that's it. In fact, you know what is happening in African football and all that. Estin Mayele should be contending to be the CAF player of, as a highly contending to be the CAF player of the season. But then, eyes will be a player that has played in Euro, what they have done in Euro. But it is what it is. For the Nigerian side, big congratulations to the team. Why am I saying congratulations? For the fact that they were at the 9 minutes of the game, okay, let's say the second, the extra time of the game, they were able to score 3 more goals. And that really boosted their confidence. We saw what happened when we went to the Akwa Ibom. We saw what happened down there. Those goals that have been pumping in have been boosting the morale of the player. Right now, if you go to the street is happy. Nigerians are so hopeful that when they meet on Sunday against their they will get there. But then you ask the question, how will the setup happen? Just before this recording, we got the notification that CAF released a statement or a publication that Wilfred Ndidi is cleared to play this game. There was fears because he got his second yellow card for the playoffs, for the World Cup qualifier series, but then they were like, okay, no, this happened during the main World Cup qualifying series. This is the playoffs. Nothing will happen. Come and play. And that is big ups for Nigeria, knowing that this man, he was just so exceptional in the last game. And that being said, the Nigerian defense, for me, what do I think will happen? I believe Frederick will play the number 2 role. Osai is somewhere, yes, good player, but then, this is the time for the young boy, the 20-year-old Benjamin Frederick. The boy is on fire, and when we say, okay, you have to give him his chance. He's still young, he can play the 2 positions. You saw from the center, as a center back, how he was coming into attack. So when we say, okay, he needs to play, because Nigeria needs to attack. No two ways about that. Nigeria needs to attack, also have players from the wings that will be so mobile to go forward and to come back when the counter attack comes from the DR Congo side. But then the center the center defense, just like I said, Sammy has to come in. Tawagai has to come in to pair with Bassi. One would say Sanusi's position is covered. Didi is here. Iwobi is there. From the front. Hey, do I have this time? Lookman, what happened to Lookman and Chukwueze? They were to play the wings, but then they were always brought in to play from the center. This time around, I do not know the kind of game the coach will want to play. But then, when we see, if you also ask me, maybe, Ademola Lookman can sit this one that start coming in the second half, if you ask me. And from the front line, can we just maintain the partnership of Akko and Osimhen? Reason, you cannot, it's a winning team. They did well. Chances were created. Bringing in my man, Arukudari, right now. Remember, this is not the time to try things. It's not the time. The last time Dari and Osimhen played, you see that they were almost playing the kind of, as a same football, always playing between themselves. But this time around with Akko knows his responsibility, knows that, well, he has to give way for Osimhen to run. Then Osimhen will now know when he needs to allow Akko to move. I think they were just very, very complimentary. So I would say that they should go ahead and pair them that way, okay? But at the end of the day, it's African football. We always say from here, yes, the celebration, festival of African football. But then this time around, with some tension, and we already know that if Nigeria or here we can go gets through from this qualifying series in Africa, or just a tiptoe into the main party, the festival of the world football. At the end of the day, best of luck to Nigeria, best of luck to the African football to the world.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Victor. For those of you that have followed this particular discussion till now, we thank you so much for doing that, and your contributions are highly valued at this point. Drop your thoughts. What do you think in the comment section? Of course, also your own starting 11, you can as well predict in the comment section. And for those of you that have not yet subscribed to our channel and you are watching right now, please don't exit until you have done so. Click that subscribe button, and of course, notification bell, so that you don't get to miss any of our content. This match is coming up tomorrow, and we just cannot wait to see who will make it to the Intercontinental stage. Will it be the Super Eagles of Nigeria, or will it be DR Congo? We'll find out tomorrow. And to those of you our subscribers, thank you so much for your support on this channel. I want to encourage you guys to keep liking our videos, keep sharing, and let the comments, drop your thoughts and comments on our videos. They help us to know how you guys feel about our content, and also better ways in which we can improve. Thank you so much once again. I still remain your host of Football Intel, Mr. Dominion Chooks, and of course doing this beside me all the time, no other person than my top-notch African soccer analyst, Mr. Victor Siokwu. We both are saying bye for now. African football to the world, and Niger for life.